Persons of age will remember the golden days of the Reader's Digest, a feature called Laughter is the Best Medicine, which with unfailing reliability offers some of the poorest, saddest, dumbest jokes the mind of man has ever perpetrated. Extremely low humor quotient, not funny, sad. That's my Donald Trump imitation. They had no bite. Also, the feature was misleading. Laughter is not a medicine. More often, it's a warning. It's a warning for prime ministers in particular. When Justin Trudeau wrote that mush-soaked mash note on the death of Castro, hailing Castro in the kind of gooey, flower-ripe language that usually accompanies the passing of a neighbor's dog, immediately there sprung up the hashtag Trudeau eulogies, mocking the PM's vague smarm. Twitter turned into an online yuck-yucks. Some samples. Today we mourn painter and animal rights activist Adolf Hitler. His death also highlights the need for suicide awareness. Another one. Farewell, sweet Attila the Hun. The world has lost a great equestrian. Well, enter the Minister of Democratic Institutions, Maryam Monsef, who's beginning to look like the ministerial equivalent of the standby captain for the Titanic. She slashed the committee she set up to study electoral reform, told them they were shirkers, and tossed their report into the parliamentary garbage can. Following that, the thunder fell on her, and she apologized, but then sent out one of the most ill-designed, logically impoverished, and incomprehensible democracy survey to 13 million Canadian households. Now, if this survey had been designed by a distracted classroom of grade 3s, the teacher in charge would be out selling vacuum cleaners the next day. But being sent by a minister in charge of our sacred voting system, it stirred a second round of Twitter and Facebook mockery that surpassed in wit, scorn, and number the previous Trudeau eulogies #harvest. The survey was a full factory of non sequiturs and inane choices combined with an Oprah-esque personality index. It let you know that you were a guardian or an innovator or some other inane and fulsome designation. But mostly, it was just a muddled, mindless mess. Monsef may be an upside-down genius. If the Liberals are looking to completely blow up their hasty promise for a new voting system, they got the right minister in charge. This survey combines the rigor of a cosmopolitan sex quiz and the intellectual strength of old bubblegum comics, which is not, strangely, a bad result. Trudeau made a pledge it wasn't his to make, changing the voting system without the prior permission of the voters in a referendum. The vote belongs to the citizen, not Mr. Trudeau. It is a citizen power, not a piece of a prime minister's promise kit. Understand that, Mr. Trudeau, and there's no need for funny, useless surveys, and no need for a minister to hold a file who is obviously not fitted to do so. Here's a hashtag. It's a bit long. Laughter is the form that criticism takes when it goes nuclear. For The National, I'm Rex Murphy.